Hi, everyone. It's Elisa from AK Educational Consulting, and I'm back today to talk about our next two C's of our seven C's of building resilience. Yes, I have a friend behind me who's decided to start doing all of the scratching right now, if you can hear his collar. So today we are talking about character and contribution. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say the seven C's, please make sure you go back to the last few videos and get yourself caught up. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So what is character? What is contribution? Let's start there. Character is having integrity, right? It's the desire to do the right thing, or what I tell my kids, do the right thing, even when nobody is watching, right? And then contribution is when we're giving of our time, our talents, and we're caring for others and for the world around us. We're using our time, we're using our talents to make the world a better place. That's contribution. So, how do we build these in kids? First and foremost, with character. This one really starts at home, right? Our kids have to learn the difference between right and wrong. And yes, of course, we can reinforce this in school, but it's so important that this begins at home, that we set consequences for our kids, we set limits, we set boundaries so that they know what is allowed, what's not allowed, what's okay, what's not okay. They have to learn the difference between right and wrong in order to build character. They have to know that there are consequences for every single action. And those are positive consequences when we have positive actions, but they're negative when we have negative actions. So continuing to set those expectations, building in consequences to whatever our rules, our limits, our boundaries are, and then being consistent. We have to be consistent with them. Otherwise, our kids don't really understand what the limits and the boundaries really are because, well, one day I got away with this, and then the next day I didn't. And so I'm a little unclear, and they're going to start testing those limits then. Once we've built that character, and that's an ongoing process, I recognize it's not like checking a box, right? But once we have a solid foundation, then we can turn to contribution and how we find our passion, we find our purpose, right? And we don't expect 5-year-olds to figure this out, or even 10 or 15-year-olds, or heck, even 20 or 25-year-olds. But it's figuring out who we are. What are the things that we are really passionate about? And can we use those to kind of serve our purpose in life? So, as teachers, as parents, we can create service projects or volunteer opportunities for our kids that are related to their interests. So, I have one child who's, well, all of my kids really are very into animals, but I have one that is interested in helping at an animal shelter. And so, how can we connect our kid with that place where they can put some of that passion into action to make the world a better place, right? How can we sort of build up their entrepreneurial skills by, having them take care of neighbors' pets or dog walking because that's something they're interested in. We want to give them these different opportunities and experiences to take that passion and turn it into something, right? Whether that is, a little business or whether that is volunteering, it's still important to give them all those different types of opportunities. That's how they learn what they really enjoy doing. And that sort of sets them up for success later in life as they're trying to figure out what their real purpose is in life and what they're going to do with themselves on this planet, right? Okay, so character is having that integrity, knowing right from wrong, just making good choices, doing the right thing. And contribution is figuring out how to take who we are and what we're passionate about and make the world and people in the world better because of those things that we're going to use, our time, we're giving of our talents, whatever that looks like. All right. So I hope that this gives you a little bit of insight into character and contribution. So we're going to be wrapping up this sort of little subset of videos we've been doing on the 7 Cs here soon. Like I said, if you missed any, please go back. And then I hope that you'll join me back here next time for our next C. Until then, though, I hope that you have a great day.